The tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Trying to set up the screen. On the move at the 30. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid.
Touchdown, Gator! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Eakin. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
3rd down coming up.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown Doors! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's the handoff. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some...
Into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route?
He's got it. First down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're
headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. To the air. It's Eakin. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Okay, ready? And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Moves. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
17-yard line. First down, Commodores.
From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Using his legs, it's Canty. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Scanning the field is Eakin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Gets it out fast. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Got it in the middle. It's Canty. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. He'll throw on third down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the ground with the back. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game.
Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown Vanderbilt. And they add 6 more.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
27, Florida, 14.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll leave it with him. It'll be a first down at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quickly to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Gators will punt this one away.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Eakin. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, and you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Right on the money. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught in the backfield. It's Canty. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on what they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on first and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to throw, it's Eakin. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Vandy. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his target down the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
The Gators are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Connection to the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now on the move.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. He's got it. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. He's got him this time.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cox. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
To the air on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team